Greetings everyone, I hope you are fine, I hope you are doing well. I'm back again with another video. In this video, I just want to talk about people comparing the leader of Mali, the leader of Bukina Faso, the leader of Niger with the rest of the leaders here in Africa. Even those who are promising. Yes, we can see that there are those leaders who are promising. They make sense whenever they speak. In other words, they can understand the needs of Africans. They can relate with our struggles and etc. But when it comes to acting, when it comes to practicing what they preach, they cannot be compared to the likes of Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Mali, and the leader of Niger. They cannot be compared. Why? Because when you look at these three leaders, the leader of Mali, the leader of Bukina Faso, and the leader of Niger right now as we speak, they don't say much. They practice more. But when it comes to all these other leaders, the leaders of democracy, the leaders of all these other systems, they talk too much. They talk too much. And in most cases, whenever they talk, they make sense because they speak on behalf of the poor. They speak about the needs of the poor. But the moment you elect them, the moment you give them a position to say, you know what, right now we give you a chance so that you can lead, then they start doing the opposite. They start doing something different. Instead of helping the poor, instead of prioritizing the poor, then they start prioritizing other things. So this is the problem that we are facing right now as we speak, because these people, in most cases, I can say they don't care. They don't care. It's like that friend who likes you or who loves you whenever you are present. But when you are not present, they start talking bad about you. They start talking things that are not good about you. They don't just end by talking bad things about you, but they even plan bad things about you. So this is what these leaders are doing. In other words, they are not only like ignoring the poor. They are not only not fulfilling their promises, but they are also sabotaging those who are poor. They are also planning to destroy the poor. They are also planning to suppress the poor. So they cannot be compared to like Ibrahim Traore. They cannot be compared to Ibrahim Traore because, if I'm not mistaken, Ibrahim Traore has achieved 70 to 80% of the things that he had promised to the people of Bukina Faso. Just imagine. So he has accomplished more than any other president in Africa and even in the world within a short period of time, which is 2 years. Just imagine. Here in South Africa, we had 30 years. We had 30 years and all these leaders failed. With due respect, I would like to say 30 years, they failed. Why? Because they talk too much. That is why when it comes to politics, we talk. And right now, as we speak, there are many people right now who are criticizing the system of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Why? Because these people have degrees in political science. These people have degrees and masters in political analysis and all these other things. These people are politicians. They have experience. These people are members of parliament. These people are earning a lot. These people have information. These people know a lot about world history and all these other things. So that is why it's easy for them to, like, for an example, criticize what is happening in Burkina Faso. That is why most of these people are in journalism. They think they are wise. They think they are smart. When in reality, they are not. Because when it comes to freeing your people, rescuing your people is not about degrees. It's not about diplomas. It's not about masters. It's not about PhDs. It's not about all these other things. It's all about rescuing your people. If you rescue someone, that particular person won't ask you if you have PhD or if you have masters or if you are a professor. So that is why there's no professor from any university in this world that can be compared with Ibrahim Traore. There's no lecture. There's no lecture. There's no president, maybe who has multiple degrees, who is highly educated and etc., who can be compared to Ibrahim Traore. Because when it comes to freedom, we don't ask you if you have degrees. We don't ask you if you have all these other things, because some of these things are just a strategy to fool people and to manipulate the minds of the people. Once they use for us to keep on negotiating, but at the end of the day, there's no results. We negotiate, we like, for an example, plan meetings and all these other things, but at the end of the day, there are no results. 30 years, no results. 50 years in other countries, no results. 100 years in other countries, no results. Yet these people have guts to come forward and criticize the system of Mali and Bukina Faso. So I can just say, if this is not wrong, that the system of Bukina Faso, Mali and Niger is the best system to liberate them Africans, and those people are in charge, those people are in control, those people are doing what is right for their people, because it's all about the rescuing. Just imagine, I want to be rescued. Let me just say, for an example, I'm held hostage and I want to be rescued. In other words, I need deliverance immediately. But instead of delivering me, you go around, you negotiate, you plan meeting after meeting, you do all sorts of things, you do politics, you do all sorts of things, you even go to the elections just to rescue me. Just to rescue me. So we should stop comparing. This is my perception. We should stop comparing these three leaders with the rest of Africa. I know there are those who are trying. Let them try until they fail, or let them try until they meet the standard or match the standard of Ibrahim Traore. That's when we can say, now we can compare so and so with Ibrahim Traore. So we should not be quick, because now they say, this is what we are going to do, this is what we are going to do. Then we start comparing them with Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore doesn't say much. Ibrahim Traore doesn't say much. They only practice what they preach. They only practice what they preach, but they don't say much. They only practice. So Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Mali, Niger, they are very unique. They are leading in style, rescuing their people. It doesn't mean everything is perfect. It doesn't mean everything is 100%. But in these other countries, you can tell that even if not everything can be 100%, but you can tell that it's worse. They play politics in all these in all these countries. They expect people to protest, and whenever people protest, they threaten people with their soldiers, with army and everything. In other words, these people, they sleep well. Some of these people, they even call themselves billionaires, or they are called billionaires. Yet people are poor. Yet people are suffering. Then at the end of the day, we want to compare billionaires with Ibrahim Traore. So when it comes to rescue, they won't ask you if you are a billionaire. They won't ask you if you are a professor, if you have PhD, if you have all these qualifications, if you are a politician, if maybe, for an example, you always win the elections, or you won a province. They won't ask those things. When it comes to rescue, we say, this is what we want, this is what we need. So this is the difference. With Ibrahim Traore, he delivers, he delivers, he delivers. When it comes to Mali, they deliver. When it comes to Niger, they deliver. This is what they said. They said, okay, we don't want France here. So they decided to kick France out of their country. So without like politicking, without like doing a lot of discussions and negotiations and all these other things, because you can see that this is wrong. You can see that this person is manipulating me. So what's the use for me to negotiate with this person? Let me kick this person out of my home. End of story. This is what they did. So these three leaders, they should not be compared. With respect, they should not be compared with your favorite professor, your favorite lecturer, your favorite businessman, your favorite politician, your favorite political party. These guys should not be compared. So right now, they are up there. They have set up a standard which is impossible for other people to match. That is why they can only preach. They can only preach. They can only preach. But you won't see the fruits. The system of democracy and all these other systems are just fake. They only give you hope. They keep on giving you hope. But at the end of the day, you will never see the results. You will never hold the fruits in your hands. In Bukina Faso right now, they are reaping the fruits. It doesn't mean everything is perfect, but they are reaping the fruits. They can see the progress. They can see there's no corruption. They can see that no one is hiding certain funds. They can see that the government right now is serving the people. And if these people are not doing what is right, Ibrahim Traore changes the government. Changes the government, because we want people who will do the right thing. There's no need to talk. There's no need to negotiate. We want people who will serve the people wholeheartedly, because if you serve your people wholeheartedly, no one will protest against you. No one will fight against you, because they can see that even if they are struggling, even if they are going through such and such, but they can see that the train is moving. I don't know what you think, because there are many people who are comparing Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Mali and Niger, with the rest of the leaders in Africa. Should they be compared? Or maybe they should not be compared, because these other leaders are far from being matched by these democratic leaders.